Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back for year 5, because there had been 5 of them. That's a lot. One more and I can't put them all in the same hand. So, year 5 was potentially the most fun. It was certainly, I think, the most variety, although year 4 has a heck of a lot. It was all kind of Pokemon-based variety. In year 5, I started expanding into a lot of different types of LPs. I had, the Breath of Fire's in there, which to this day I think Breath of Fire 2 is probably the best LP I've done on my channel. Although looking back at some of the older ones, I kind of wish I could redo them, because it's like, oh, those first ones are not good. But, whatever. Some bad things happen, like FFFF and Diablo 3. Those should not have happened, but once I started them, I felt like I had to finish it. And I really probably shouldn't have, but, I did. I was doing a lot of chess in year 5 as well, which was tremendous amounts of fun, even though I acknowledge I wasn't very good, and I'm even worse now. I've had a few people ask me for it. Sorry, that's why I haven't played, because I'm bad now. There were a lot of tournaments going on, including some crazy rules, stuff like that. I went to library tournaments, which actually you can see blue ribbons from over there. The only blue ribbons I've ever freaking won. Well, I guess there's 2. I won 2 of them. You just can only see the one. Yeah, actually, let's take a gander. See, 2 blue ribbons. Oh, I need to turn that thing around. And of all the freaking ribbons I've won in my life, none of them are blue except for those. Well, I guess actually no. One of them on that wall is a blue ribbon, but it was 51st place. Let's see, what did it say? 51st place. Well, I wrote this on there so I would remember for the rest of my life. It was in 4th grade, ran a mile and a half in 11:20. That's not bad. I actually remember that race too. I do remember that. It was pretty good. So yeah, I've always been pretty quick. I've been a pretty good runner. Let's just say I'm from Detroit, and there's a lot of people over there that I'm faster than. They might Q-Bert hop around better than me, but I'm a pretty quick dude. So, how did I get there? Tournaments, yes, tournaments. Some of them at a library. Live recorded. Those were tremendous amounts of fun. Some of them were on YouTube, including the Mixtier tournament, which was a tremendous amount of fun. It was this huge event where I wanted to make a brand new team and a new tier. Mixtier isn't really a tier, but kind of, I guess, of a popular format that kind of just combines everything you like about everything. It's a one-stop shop for being awesome. And it was just supposed to be a huge event where everybody got chances to play. And then there was this, choreographed 64, I think it was 64 people tournament where in order to get in, you had to play in a bunch of other tournaments. Because back then, my Zat would actually work instead of break, and we gave up on it. And there were tournaments every day. So people would win points, and then top 64 would go into this huge tournament. And it was tremendous amounts of fun with a team that is very near and dear to my heart. And that is the team we are going to get to see today, ladies and gentlemen. Unfortunately, we have to play it on Showdown because I don't have the team anymore because Flashcart go boom. So there's that. And the match is a little bit different from some of the matches we had during the tournament, that's for sure. But it was fun nonetheless. It was edge of your seat nonetheless. And hopefully it will not be the last time we see these guys. So hopefully you guys enjoy. And yeah. So be sure to check out the video upcoming in just about a few seconds. Thank you guys for watching. It's been a pleasure. It's been a blast. We got one more of these, which is going to be a finale, and it's going to be lots of fun, and I can't wait. I'm actually going to go do it very, very soon. And thank you guys one last time for watching. Peace. Where the hell is the stop button? There it is. Ha! Welcome back, guys. Here we are with our Mixtier team. I love this team. It was so much fun to make, and I'm super duper proud of it. And here we go. Sudowoodo, Gubs is probably his favorite poke ever. And at this point, I knew it could potentially set up Stealth Rock, though he probably wants to hit me, so I could taunt. It was more, I couldn't decide if I wanted to set up one layer of T-Spikes or if I wanted to set up Stealth Rock. And I figured I'm only going to get one. And because I couldn't decide, I went taunt. And I realized that I just got smashed, and this was really stupid. I probably should have set up Stealth Rock because that's just what you do. But I figured T-Spikes would probably actually help me more. But that's why I couldn't decide. So I switch out to Leviathan. I expected him to be CB, but this one is one of his Sash guys. Maybe they're all Sash and I'm just wrong. So that really sucks. If you guys remember from my team breakdown video, where I spent an hour talking about these guys before the series started, the reason this team was good was because of the triangle of walls. Now, 3 turns in, I've lost one, and the other one's at 30%. Or another one, not part of the triangle, but, the stopgap. So, predicting Sucker Punch, I'm just going to set up a sub, and then he breaks it with a Stone Edge. I'm like, okay, well, I can pressure stall Stone Edges out too, so I'm just going to keep subbing down all day, which because of that, you're not going to go Sucker Punch, and I'm going to hit you, and then he freaking out predicted me. God damn it, Gubs, you're not supposed to be smart when I'm playing you. Be smart when you're playing other people. Ugh. Well, whatever. Remember how I said the tournament was based on people winning tournaments to get into the tournament in the first place? Well, Gubs was the #1 seed, so he was playing potentially at the top of his game at this point. So anyway, I switched to Bliss. I'm a Nectric, taking Overheat, and I don't really know what to do at this point. Like, I've lost my walls. Blissey doesn't really do anything except waste time on this team, so I guess I just S-Toss. Okay. Claydol comes in. I know he's going to set up Stealth Rock. I could go to Nidoqueen and try and set something up, but he's just going to either Rapid Spin them away or Earth Power me and kill me, and it's not going to be beneficial. So I guess maybe it isn't so bad that I didn't get Stealth Rock up anyway. I don't know. It certainly still would have been helpful. It would have forced him to go Rapid Spin, but I think I switch out to... Yep, I switch out to Songbird, because you can't beat Songbird, and I know it's going to allow me to set up a sub. Unless he has Explosion, I don't know if he'll have anything to hit me with. I can certainly Roost stall on some Ice Beams if I have to. So he predicts my Roost perfectly, however. And here I'm just going to set up more subs. I'm assuming he has Rapid Spin because that's what you do with Claydolls, but I know at the same time Gubs likes to not actually care about Stealth Rock, and maybe in a mixed tier team he would just forego it for Explosion. Maybe? I don't know. But he probably's got Spin. The whole game I was worried about Explosion is the thing. So now I have to do my narration as if that's actually a thing, even though in hindsight, looking at it now, it certainly wasn't a thing at this point. Sometimes I just forget to count moves, and that's really what it comes down to. I just don't count, and I think of all the good moves they could have, and then I'm afraid of it. So whatever. I set up a sub. He brings in a Zapdos of his own, which, I suppose that's fantastic, as I'm probably going to be faster unless he's offensive, because I like to go for benchmarks and then add 2 or 3 points of speed. So he looks defensive, and what? Speed tie? Are you kidding me? It blew my mind because I always put just a little bit extra in addition to what is already a couple points extra, and there was a speed tie. But I get a lame crit. I felt really bad because I was like, that sucks. Maybe I would have just gone faster the next turn and killed it anyway before getting hit, potentially. So maybe it's not a huge deal, but it felt really bad. I felt bad. He was probably mad about it. At that point, I'm sacrificing Nidoqueen, hoping for some Poison Point hacks. Please, 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 didn't get it. That sucks. Nidoqueen, you suck. Just kidding. I screwed her up big time. So, sorry, Coop. Anyway, my only thing faster than Ape is going to be Scarf Tauros. I haven't seen a Ghost, and I know he's lowered his defenses, so I'm just going to go Return. Claydol took that way too well. And there's not much I can do, because at this point I'm still afraid of Explosion. I shouldn't be, but I was. So I know he's going to predict Zapdos to come in. So then would he go Explosion trying to blow up on it? Or maybe Ice Beam. No, he doesn't have Ice Beam. So I thought maybe he's going to go Shadow Ball, because that's what he was doing to hit Zapdos, but Shadow Ball wouldn't hurt Minotaur, and Shadow Ball would be great if I go to Bliss, but then would he explode on Bliss? Like, that was my thought process, as stupid as it was. So I was just trying to think, like, maybe I could predict him and stay in and get a little bit more damage on there, and then I can potentially 2-hit KO is the thing. So I end up going to Bliss, trying to be safe, and thinking, you know what, he just probably isn't going to have Explosion. If he does, so be it. Well, that would really, really freaking suck. But, whatever. And at this point, I really needed to recover, or soft boil, I should say. And I didn't. I don't know why. I don't know what I was thinking, because that was stupid. I should have recovered first and then go for S-tosses, which is what I do now. And he's continually going for Shadow Ball, which blows my mind. I guess he's really afraid of Zapdos coming in, and he doesn't want to give me a chance to roost up. So I guess part of it is that he doesn't want me bringing it in for free, and part of it is he's probably death foddering this Claydol, which I don't think I really agree with, considering we saw that it how well it deals with my Tauros, which is my only offensive chance to survive against Infernape. Otherwise, Infernape sweeps me. So I don't really agree with that. So I would like to hear his perspective. I'm sure he will leave a comment and he will let us know. Thank you in advance, Gubsies. So that's where we stand. I'm just going to keep S-tossing to either kill this thing or get 100 points of damage on Ape, which I personally, if I was him, I would not have cared about 100 points of damage on Ape, I don't think. But that's fine. And so here we go. The entire tournament, I had Choppleberry instead of leftovers, knowing that in a mixed tier, teams would have one shot, one opportunity to kill Blissey, and they were going to seize that moment, and I was going to Chopple counter, and it never worked the entire tournament, and I was really mad. So here we go. A year later, it's going to redeem itself, and I get critted. I was super sad face. I think it mattered. I believe I take like 600 hit points max without the crit. But even if it didn't matter, that's fine. I just wanted the opportunity to justify the fact that it was there, because I still believe that it was the right decision, even though it never paid off and I gimped my bliss for the entire tournament. I finally got my shot and I got critted. I mean, I crit his Zapdos, so it's not like he didn't deserve something. I'm just bummed that I didn't get to have something work that I really wanted to work. So I could have went Return or Earthquake there because he had lowered... No, did he have lowered defenses? What did he do? Yeah, close combat, he did. I could have went Return. Turns out it didn't work, however, or it didn't matter. I wasn't sure if there was a Ghost or if there was a Levitator for his 6. That's really all I was predicting. I go into Blaziken as fodder, thinking he would go for a Water Stab, but he was just so worried about Zapdos still that he wanted to go Ice Beam instead. So that's going to give me a chance to hit something. I don't know if I'm faster because I put very little speed on this Blaziken. I think I honestly only put enough to beat like base 85's minimum plus 2 or 3. So I'm not quite sure. Melodics tend to run some speed to outspeed other things. So fortunately I was faster. I'm able to get a superpower off. And I know at this point Zapdos or Tauros will be able to bring it home. If it was a real tournament and the final score would actually matter, I probably would have brought in Tauros and just started returning. I don't remember. I don't know if Earthquake did, was it 26 or 34 or something? I don't remember the exact amount, but I'm going to be able to pull this one out, guys. So a little bit different than how the tournament battles were a little bit more stally and defensive, and this one was boom, boom, boom. I don't think that was on purpose, but I lost my walls too early. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this match. I love this team. And it won't be the last time we see it. So thank you for watching. Take it easy. Catch you later. Peace. Alright, see, so now I've been thinking about it. I figured, I don't want to make annotations. I have to correct this. That 51st place, that was in a race of 4th grade to 8th graders instead of 4th to 5th. I don't know why they decided to throw in middle schoolers to my race when I was in 4th grade, but they did. And it was out of 236 kids. And I was 51st as one of the youngest kids there. So that's pretty freaking good. Don't you say nothing. And not have any blue ribbons in racing, at least, doesn't mean that I didn't win anything. Because this one that I showed over there, I freaking won that race. It was an amazing race. I remember that race. I raced like a boss. There was this one... I was in 3rd place, or no, I was in 2nd place at the moment. My teammate was in front of me, and I knew he was better than me, but he was just coming back from an injury, so I was kind of like, not hoping he'd get hurt, but I'm like, can he last? Can I do this? And he started tapering off a little bit, like halfway through, and then as I was passing him, he just like hit me on the back. He's like, "You got this, dude. Just go." I'm like, all right, I can do this now. It was really weird seeing nobody in front of me, but there was another dude who was about 30 yards behind me or so, and we're going through the woods because it's cross country, and I know that there was this turn where after we go through this turn, which is the trees kind of make like a path or whatever, there was just a straightaway, an alley of like about 55 yards with just nothing, almost like it's a, well, not a 100-meter dash, but half of one, just like boom. It was like that kind of flat, that kind of straight, just a nice little tunnel. And I knew that since I was about 30 yards ahead of him or so, if I round that corner and just gun it, I should be able to round the other corner by the time he turns around. So he'll be chasing me, running his thing, and I'm right there. And he turns the corner, and then I'm gone, and he just doesn't see me again. That would be so demotivational that he would just... So that's what I did. I just started sprinting in the middle of the race, And then I turned the corner, I looked back, and I didn't see him there, so I knew that when he got there in a few seconds, he wouldn't see me either. I never saw him the rest of the race. And so I go through, first place, I won. I was so freaking happy. They gave me a red ribbon. I was so pissed, but I'm still actually mildly perturbed about it, as you can see. I felt the need to do this. I was so mad. Like, why is this not blue? Oh, because this is a JV race. Oh, only varsity races get blue. I'm like, the hell they only do. Last week somebody got a blue ribbon for winning this crap. I was so mad. I was so mad. There were hot girls cheering for me, and I was like, It was so good. It was fun times. It was fun times. You have your 85-year-old coach running after you, cheering you on as you're going down, blah blah, and So I finished in first place, and first thing he said was like, I knew you can do it, and I know you can still go faster. And I was like, you're not even gonna like be happy for me? Like, it was a hell of a coach, man. Like, that's what a coach is supposed to do. Is like, you know you can do this faster, right? And he was right, because like after that, I was so pumped up on adrenaline. I kept running all over the place, like watching the varsity guys, and I had all this extra energy left. I was like, see, you could have broke XXX barrier instead. Like, shut up, coach. I won. I'm happy. Except for the red freaking ribbon. That did make me happy. Not happy at all.